I will tell you what, I honestly feel that we owe former President Jacob Zuma an apology as ordinary citizens of South Africa. If you are one of the people who said we don't want nuclear, because in the back of our minds we knew that nuclear has the capabilities of unaliving many people at once, and it can vanquish the entire world in seconds. That's the reason why we did not want the nuclear, somebody like me. So I was not bothered about the money. So I used to see the news, Zuma is corrupt and all of that, and I was not bothered. But here we are today. Here we are. We're talking about, we are busy taking quotations from different countries, looking which country can supply us with a better deal. And according to me, at the end of the day, the deal is going to come from Russia. As it was first advised by it, or rather, as it was first pursued by former President Jacob Zuma. Guys, we are here. We knew that the relationship between Russia and South Africa, or between Putin and South Africa, was between Putin and former President Jacob Zuma. Yeah, there is our current president Cyril Ramaphosa with Putin all smiles. This shows that relationship goes beyond the individual presidents. It's about South Africa, the relationship between South Africa and Russia, and that is why we are there now in BRICS, sitting comfortably and having the nerve to tell America to go jump, because hey, Tina, we are BRICS. Anyway, guys, I just want us to look at nuclear power during the era of former President Jacob Zuma and where we are today, and see what has changed today, because now here we are, we're busy taking quotations. Nuclear enrichment, Russia's ill-fated influence campaign in South Africa. Russia squandered close ties with South African government by overplaying its hand and getting caught up in a corrupt nuclear energy pact. Amid the widespread attention the Kremlin's recent inroads in Africa have attracted, there has been surprisingly little discussion of South Africa, a country which for nearly a decade unquestionably represented Russia's biggest foreign policy success story on the continent. As relations soared during the ill-starred presidency of Jacob Zuma 2009 to 2018, the Kremlin sought to wrest a geopolitical significant state out of the West orbit and to create a partnership that could serve as a springboard for expanded influence elsewhere in Africa. Moscow's strategy was multifaceted, capitalizing on well-established close ties with Zuma, a former African National Congress senior intelligence official with extensive Soviet bloc connections. Russian President Vladimir Putin and the other senior officials pursued a series of initiatives such as the inclusion of South Africa in the BRIC. Then we know it was Brazil, Russia, India, and China. The grouping and the launch of ambitious forms of cooperation between state-backed energy interests, primarily in the nuclear sector. Yet, relations were undermined by the Kremlin's propensity to overreach, to lean too heavily on the legacy of Cold War-era relationships forged with leaders of national liberation movements, and to take advantage of cultures of corruption. You see, maybe that's why this was so overpriced. Maybe they realized maybe they could use that relationship they had with former President Jacob Zuma and take advantage. I remember what Helen Zille once said. She said, former President Jacob Zuma has such a good heart that he gets easily manipulated by people who have bad intentions to get the controversy arising from a massive 76 billion nuclear power plant construction deal triggered strong pushbacks and legal challenges from South Africa's institutional checks and balances, civil society groups, and independent media. Key parts of the Russian national security establishment view civil nuclear power exports as an important tool for projecting influence overseas while creating revenue streams for sustaining intellectual and technical capabilities and vital programs inside Russia itself. Yet such cooperation is often a two-edged sword. On the one hand, costly projects such as the one pushed by Zuma typically make little economic sense for the purchasing country, spurring uncomfortable questions about who stands to benefit. On the other hand, heavily subsidized projects pursued mainly for geopolitical reasons risk settling Russia's nuclear power monopoly, Rosatom, with burdens it can ill afford. Ongoing investigations of high-level corruption during the period of so-called state capture under Zuma shed remarkable light on how the Kremlin operates in Africa and other parts of the world. In retrospect, the sustainability of Moscow's embrace of South Africa was highly questionable due to its paltry toolkit. Russian involvement in the South African economy is minuscule compared to that of trading partners such as the EU, China, United States, India, and the UK, accounting for a mere... This one doesn't see Russia for anything. The person who wrote this article for a mere, for a mere 0.4% of South Africa's foreign trade. While the Soviet Union was an important patron during the anti-apartheid struggle, modern-day Russia offers little in the way of practical assistance for helping South Africa deal with its deep-set economic and societal challenges. Guys, now that we are here, basically this article, what it says, Russia has very little to offer South Africa. Guys, do you agree? We are in BRICS now. You know, when I look at this is a commentary that I'm going to do on maybe one of the days, because I kind of feel that BRICS is also a tool as much as Russia is a tool that South Africa is not in control of. Other countries that are in BRICS, the most important one according to me is Russia, followed by China. I just feel like those are the people who are pulling the strings. Do you get? Anyway, we're going to talk about that one the other time. I just want us to look at something.
Amazwe asentshonalanga agcina ngokuthi nje ngeke sinike usizo azonda iANC ngoba ethi isebenza namakomanisi. Uma sesibuya sesiqala ukunegotiate bathi lamazwe asentshonalanga hey nine nuclear nina nezikhale zenungu sibulaleni ngoba akufanele ukuthi lamakomanisi uma sephethizwe abe nalamandla ukuze bangalithola ulwazi lokusebenza inuclear. Ngingibezwe nje abantu bekhuluma la nabanye sebesupporta bengazi ukuthi isho ukuthini lento. Asifuni nuclear we babo. Ngamanye amazwi in the balance of forces usupporta the wrong force.
I was cracked up by go. Asifuni nuclear, eboreke feel former president. Anyway, guys, now we are here today. What has changed? So I want to know from the people that know in the comment section, what was the bone of contention? Was it the money that was involved, or was it the nuclear power itself? Because according to me, I was not bothered. I just didn't want the nuclear to come to South Africa, knowing that it is capable of unaliving me with my friends and my family and the people that I care about in seconds. I was like, and no way, that thing ain't coming to South Africa, even though I had no power over that. But we are here today. What has changed? Guys, former President Zuma was sweating trying to explain to people how this works.
Now, back to the nuclear, because I think that's where we were at, to fix load shedding. Nuclear energy is a low carbon emission. So if we were talking green, as the Europeans and all these people are saying green energy, climate change, climate police, if they really wanted to help us, they would have given us money for nuclear. Europe is building the biggest nuclear power station. China, nuclear power station. India, nuclear power station. Russia, nuclear. BRICS, nuclear power station. Tina, solar panels. Windmills.
And with all the BRIC nations using nuclear power, so also as we are there. But I wanna know, what was it? Was it because of money, or was it because we just did not want the nuclear power? I personally, I did not want it. I was not in power, but in my heart I was like, may this thing not come to South Africa, because it is capable of doing the things I don't like, things that I fear. But can you imagine where we are today? And we are here today as South Africa looks towards a nuclear deal. Russia, Iran, and many other countries are set to make bids. Russian companies have stated their willingness and commitment to offering South Africa with an affordable deal. See, that's why I believe that at the end of the day, your Iran, your what, they are not going to be the ones that are supplying us with this nuclear power and all of that. And at the end of the day, it's going to come from Russia. But then again, there is something that endorses what former President Jacob Zuma has been saying for so many years, that the West doesn't want us to have this nuclear power, because why would you twist the truth and turn it into something else? The South African Nuclear Energy Corporation, NECSA, has refuted claims that the country is assisting Iran to develop nuclear arrangements. Yay, guys, angeke. So you look at such things, you're like, now you begin to think of the things that former President Jacob Zuma used to say. And you believe that maybe his government was sabotaged by the people who took advantage of his good heart that Helen Zille was talking about. I don't know what to believe anymore, because this, if you listen to the clip at the beginning, you'd understand that he said such things. People are saying now the West is sabotaging the plans for South Africa to increase its power, its energy, by getting the nuclear energy from the countries that can build this for us. So guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Whatever your views are, kindly share in the comment section, because I mean, but I know that there is some, no matter how small, apology that has to go to former President Zuma's way. And anyway, guys, do have a lovely day. Diabulela kakhulu bukela video zam, and the next time, please do watch my ads in full. It really goes a long way if you have the time and you are on Wi-Fi.